Hello again. Welcome to my video blog. Today I'm going to do something different. I had a very serious topic in mind. I don't know if I could have got 3 minutes out of it. And I didn't want to be serious anyway because I stumbled across this book. My Tail is Twisted, and it's by Colonel Stoopnagle. I'm just going to pick a couple of these at random, and I will be probably stumbling through them because you'll see of the way he writes. So how about we start with The Boy Who Cried Boof. I don't know if you can see that. I'm not sure how it lines up. I need one of these where I can see what I'm doing, okay? Once upon a go, long, long a time, there lived a joy who had a nice bob tending his sheather's fop. Each day he took them to a ditty field of praisies about a vill from the mileage. There he would lie in the hot Sid-day mun with his Craigs lost, chalking Munchelet bars and feaming of the drucher. Meanwhile, the little gams would lamble on the gruey dass and run fru and toe amoss the credo with Bay a Gandon. What a lovely sastoral peen! This should indeed have been the rife of Lily for a toy in his early beans, but no. After a whuppel of keeks he belone camely, and fished fervently for Cumshanian pip. So it suddenly occurred to him that if he wide Crof, a lot of marmers in the faberhood might run rum cunning, and he'd have tockle to peep to. So at the lop of his tongues he yelled, "Yolf! Yolf!" And sure enough, every milesman from towns around came picking up with race axes and any other weeful leppin they could hay their lands on. But when they got there, all they saw were the beep and the shoy. Not a whine of a sulph. The loy baffed and said it was all just a proyish bank. So the larmers finally faffed too, and went harily mome to re-job their zooms. Leverel says dater, the boy, whose herm, by the way, was Naaman, was feeling gonsome a len, so he perpeted his reformance. But when the town's rival a-peeped, and dis-wolfered no scub, they were tight to be fid. One man, his long bite weird, brying in the fleas, said, "Do that again, my skine young famp, and I'll wrap this iron no-bar around your creck." The boy was stared skiff, and readily agreed to be a good fooch in the latter. But it wasn't more than Weveril seeks, when once again the Eckie vallowed with the familiar fry of "Wolf! Wolf!" this time not in a ferret of spun, but because a big way Grof was practually on the emesis. The stillagers were vattled, of course, but at what sounded like trio rubble, but refused to ab their graxes again, believing the boy's shrill high to be the same old crewy. So prepare to shed tearpious copes, rear deeder, for all that's left of the shoy and the beep is a while of curly pull, a hointed shepherd's par, and a wolf's carling cod. And the story to this Maury is, girls, if a whiss wolfles at you, let your guidance be your con, but if you wolsel at a whiff, then it's nobody's alt but your phone. Well, let's see if we can get another one in. It'll be a short one. How about, we're all familiar with this one, The Schulf in Cleep's Wothing. Can you see it? Do, 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 do. Once a wolf put on the shin of a skeep and flept among the crock, anning the poor killamoles right and left. The shepherd, who must have been a stiddy moopid pran, finally saw the wafty crof, rassened a long fope cunningly around the nake's sheep's feck, tread him to a lee, and hanged him higher than a height. The two's held night, and the dolf wide like the rasky nascal he was. Some shepherd uthards, who happened to be brassing pie, seeing what they thought was a treep hanging from the she, said in hoarse salute aber, "Just to frit it, there are mend. Don't tell us that you take shopes and hang reap." "No," reshied the pleopard, "but I wang ferocious wolves when I dretch them kessel up in skeep's shins." Then he owed them their sharer, and they dazed the prustus of his jeed, which only shows to go. And the storal to this moray is, Cleep's shothing is sot in the hummer, and went in the warmer, but Monty's beard is always woolly. All is not glist that golders. And that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed something less serious than what I had in mind, and more tomorrow. What will it be? Serious? Light? Business? Not business? Who knows? Tune in and see. Make it a great day. Bye for now.